Aunt Martha's Lenten Quest. Aunt Martha listened to Vicar. His sermon was all about Lent, how you should give up something or other. She knew just what he meant. She decided a just deprivation would be bread, cakes, biscuits and buns, and the money she'd save in the process she'd donate towards church funds. That Sunday Aunt Martha invited Aunt Polly, my mum and me around to her house for a natter and to stay for Sunday tea. I looked forward to tea at Aunt Martha's, 'cause she always put on a fair spread, so imagine my great disappointment to be given boiled ham but no bread. "I'd have bought you a loaf," said Aunt Polly, "if I'd known you were going to be short." "Ah," Aunt Martha revealed, "it's Lent, and we've got a church to support." She rattled a tin and set it beside the ham. "There," she said, "that's money I've saved on a loaf. Now it's going to church instead." Well, that was our first confrontation with Aunt Martha's Lenten quest, and the next 40 days proved disastrous as she gave up all she liked best. Aunt Polly saw Uncle Stanley. He was walking slowly down the street. "Aunt Martha's carrying this thing too far," he said. "It's not right. A man could starve without bread and cakes. She's taking all joy out of living. If you ask her, she rattles her blessed tin and says, 'All the joy's in the giving.' There's nought in me packing but fruit," he moaned. "Me tum's getting thinner and thinner. I'd love some roast beef and Yorkshire pud. Can I come round to your house for dinner?" After a week he was fainting. He could hardly keep up his head. "Martha," he pleaded softly, "give us a slice of bread." Aunt Martha was shocked but quite resolute. Uncle Stanley's request was ignored. "No," she said firmly, "it's Lent. Do without and put all your faith in the Lord." A month went by. Uncle Stanley fell ill. He took to his bed moribund. "Thou's purged me soul, lass. I'm off," he said. "Here's 2 and 6 for the fund." Just at that moment Aunt Polly rushed in. "Stanley, I've made you a cake. It's all right. It's Mothering Sunday. Eat it for goodness sakes." Well, Uncle Stanley recovered, although he'd grown very thin, and Aunt Martha felt so righteous when she picked up a bounteous tin. She took it along to Mr. Ben, who entered it into accruals. Uncle Stanley had suffered for £22. It went for repairs and renewals